making $50,000 in 1 year, it's slavery money. Slavery money. You're never going to be able to enjoy the life you want. You're never going to be able to become a high caliber man off of $50K a year. Your absolute bare minimum should be 6 figures a year. All right, what's up, everybody? So in this video, we're going to be talking about 5 reasons why you're broke. I have a whole entire list written out. I put a lot of thought into this, so you know it's about to be fire. All right, let's get off and let's start off with it. So the number one reason why you don't have any money or why you're broke is because you don't respect any money. For me, growing up, I never had anybody in my surroundings who was ever, number one, good with money, and number two, good with respecting and managing money. So the fact of it is that the universe will not give you money if it sees that you don't respect it. Because the reason why is that when it comes in, you're immediately throwing it out. When it comes in, you're automatically thinking about how can I spend this money, rather than switching your mind frame to something like, how can I invest this money? What can I do with this money that's going to give me an ROI, return on investment? What can I do? What book can I buy? What seminar, what mentor, what coach can I invest into? What information, what course can I buy? What thing can I do that's going to give me an ROI or some kind of return on my investment, whether it's with money, whether it's management money, whether it's with even with mindset. And mindset's a key component in regards to your success overall in all facets of your life. Whether you're looking to do pickup with women, whether you're looking to network with high-end individuals, overall, becoming a high caliber man, your mindset is very vital. But now we're getting off track here. But once again, the fact that you don't respect money is the reason why you don't have any money. So you have to begin to prove to yourself and prove to the universe, if we're going to call it that. I call it the universe, God, or whatever you want to call it. You have to begin to prove to yourself and to the universe that you can actually respect money. And the way that you do that is by beginning to track your money. Begin to figure out how much money you're making consistently, daily basis, weekly basis, monthly basis, and how much of it are you spending? How much overall what's your monthly expenses? What I did a long time ago was that I got a chart, and through that chart I put in all my expenses. I went through my bank account, I went through my credit card, and I started calculating all the expenses, almost like an accountant, really. And what that did, it brought me so much more awareness to where my money was going. So this is another key component, right? Is that, as the saying goes, what you track and measure will get better. And the things that you don't track, the things that you don't measure, won't get better. So an example with money, right? Every single morning that you wake up, look at your bank account. Every single morning or every time you get the chance, look at how much, of your credit on your credit card balance that you have. How much money are you spending? And this will begin to bring more awareness to, number one, how much you're earning, and number two, how much you're spending. And this will either make you be more conscious about earning more money and putting more effort towards earning money, or number two, we'll put more effort towards not spending money. So another key thing here, we're dropping all kinds of gems here, so be sure to subscribe. Also, be sure to like if you're going to get some value within this video as well. If not, no big deal. But another key thing as well is that being so like I said, just a lack of respect of money, like being so, I wouldn't call it malicious. Malicious is almost too intense of a word. But for an example, money comes in and you're already buying random things. Money comes in and you're already buying liabilities. You're already trying to figure out what Supreme shirt to buy. You're already trying to figure out, you know what I mean? All these things that equate to no value. You're trying to figure out what video game you're going to buy. You're trying to figure out, how many, I used to like Takis, how many Taki bags you're going to eat, or how many Snickers you're going to buy. I used to be a fan of Snickers as well. Rather than using that money, once again, towards investing something that's important towards your future. So you have to bring more awareness to how much money you're making and how much money you're spending and where your money is going. Because in all reality, money is just like energy and it's just like water. It continuously flows. So if you show to the universe or show to yourself that you can't contain this money, why would more money flow to you? Number two, think in abundance, or I should say, so 5 reasons why you're broke, right? Number two is that you think in scarcity rather than abundance. So a big mistake that I used to make, I really didn't start to see big money until I was about 21 to 22 years old. So now I'm 24, about to turn 25 within this year. But since I was very young, I've always wanted it, and I've always had an entrepreneur bug inside of me. When I was in 5th grade, I was buying and reselling. I was making cookies from scratch, and I would sell them, for two cookies a piece for $1 in my backpack in 5th grade. How old are you when you're in 5th grade? 11 years old? Middle school, I used to buy and resell candy, and it just continuously on and on and on throughout the ages, all the way to the point where I got into real estate, and now where I do online content creation. But one big lesson that I learned was to begin to alter my mind from thinking in a scarcity mindset to thinking in an abundant mindset. So a scarcity mindset is what makes you penny pinch. A scarcity mindset makes you think that money will never come to you. And how reality works is that reality is like a reflection. Reality is like a mirror. This goes with relationships too. But it's the same thing with money. So if you think money is scarce, if you think money will never come to you, you begin to cultivate a life where you don't get any money. But if you begin to alter your mind and realize, which is the truth, that money is abundance, that you can earn money, that you have the capabilities of earning money, and money flows to you, that's when money actually begins to go your way. Now, one of the reasons why is because you begin to program your subconscious mind. You're going to hear me talk about this a lot on my channel because this has been a massive key thing for me learning and overcoming massive trials and tribulations from my backstory. I've literally come from absolutely nothing. And I'm still on my way up. And you guys get to learn with me, and I get to help you guys and bring you guys up along with me as well, which is my key purpose of doing this and having this channel of the High Caliber Men, to breed more other high caliber men. And so we all can become high caliber men. That's the goal at the end of the day. But thinking in scarcity has kept me from growing further, because when you think in scarcity and you think money doesn't come to you, or you think money is unearnable, you begin to program that into your subconscious mind. Then when you go and you interact throughout the world, when you begin to make unconscious decisions, you're going to begin to be making decisions where money is scarce. This goes along with just buying random things or spending money on things that don't give you any kind of return, that don't give you any money back. It's because you subconsciously think that money is unearnable. Same thing with when it comes down to investing into something and taking a risk. Here's the reality of it too. When it comes down to making money, when it comes down to building wealth, when it comes down to gaining riches, it's going to take a risk. There's a reason why people who have a 9-to-5 job are broke. It's because there's no risk involved into it. I know that I need to work 8 hours every single day because it's going to get me X amount of money, and I'm going to get that paycheck every single 2 weeks. Now, those people are capped. Those people are only limited to the amount of time that they can invest versus investing into themselves and not having money be attached to time anymore. But it's a topic for another video. So remember, alter your mind from a scarcity mindset to a more abundant mindset. No one realized that money is abundant. You have the capabilities of earning money. Do you know how many trillions and how much money is in circulation? I don't even know the full amount. Trillions, quadrillions amounts of dollars, and you think you can't attain 1 million of that? What is it, like 0.00001%? Probably way more zeros than that. So the reality of it is that the only reason why you don't have money, one big blockage, one big reason why, is because you believe you can't earn that money. So you have to begin to chip away at this massive beast, because how it works is that a majority of us, number one, we were never taught about money management or how money works ever growing up, ever in our school systems, because come to find out, the banking systems are the ones who created the school systems. So by making you ignorant to how money works, you're actually an asset to these banks, because you go and you spend your money like a retard, and you invest or you buy liabilities like a retard, and that in turn plays to the benefit of the banks. So why would the banks that benefit from your financial ignorance want to teach you about financial literacy? So know and understand that a big reason why you're broke is because of financial illiteracy, because of being financially ignorant. But everybody has been there at one point. Everybody who's come from nothing has been there at one point. And it's totally fine. You just have to bring more awareness and more consciousness thought to this and how it operates. So remember, think in abundance rather than scarcity. Number 3, a reason why you're broke is because you have massive limiting beliefs when it comes to money. So I remember growing up, my family was never wealthy. My family was always struggling growing up. Always struggling. Some of these stories are very close to me, but I just remember my family members, in order to pay the bills, they would go from place to place borrowing money. And I remember when I was young and seeing this, being like, I knew that when we were going from these like different ghetto ass, financial places to borrow money that probably have an extremely high interest rate, which is how much they charge for borrowing out the money to you, which is going to be typically high. I knew that we were doing something that wasn't that good. I knew that we were doing something that was kind of like a detriment to our family. Every time that we went out to these, banking spots. They weren't even banks. They were like these like second-hand, third-hand type of ghetto stores in the ghetto. And I just remember when I was out in the parking lot, by myself in the car, thinking like, when I grow up, we're never gonna have these fucking issues. When I grow up, we're never gonna have to fucking deal with money problems ever fucking again. So I know what it's like to have limiting beliefs, and I still continuously break through my limiting beliefs. And as you continuously progress, as a man and as a young man, and whatever age you are, as you begin to break your limiting beliefs with money, as a man, you have different echelons. You have like, sometimes you think that earning $1,000 in a week is hard, and then you end up earning $2,000 a week, and then you think earning $5,000 in a month is extremely crazy. Then you earn 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 10,000, 30,000, 50,000, right? And your limiting beliefs begin to get altered because the majority of how everybody earns income is on a fixed income, is by going to a 9-to-5 job. And a majority of people, I think the statistic says that like 80 to 90% of people don't have enough money to go past a couple weeks of their paycheck, meaning that they don't have any money in their savings and their balance. Point being is that a majority, literally a majority of Americans and people in general are ignorant to finances and ignorant how to money works. And to order to truly attract money, in order to actually gain money and garner money, you have to bring more. You have to bring more intelligence, to how to earn money, to how to keep money, and to how to make money grow, essentially. And one of them is breaking your limiting beliefs, knowing and understanding that I can make $50K in a month, knowing and understanding I can make $100K in a month. I haven't made $100K, I have, but I haven't made it consistently on a routine basis every single month. I've had high peaks where I've made very, very close to six figures, but nonetheless, point being is that breaking through your limiting beliefs is going to be vital for you to become more financially free. And is the reason why you're broke is because you have these limiting beliefs when it comes to money. You have to really, really put in a lot of effort and conscious effort towards being aware of what you say with money. If you continuously say that you can't make an X amount of money, then you're not going to earn that money. But if you continuously tell yourself over and over and over and over that you're going to make X amount, and to the point where you genuinely, truly believe it, then you can begin to see things come into your life, events begin to transpire, or you begin to attract that money into your life. Now, this isn't one of those fucking mumbo jumbo hippie ass, I'm gonna fucking hum and try and levitate in my chair and attract $100,000, $1 million, and someone's gonna come knocking on my door. Here you go, here's $1 million. I just had this message from God. No, that's not how it works. You have to be continuously attacking the world. You have to be continuously paving the way every single day. So therefore, when these opportunities come, you gobble up these opportunities. You take advantage of these opportunities. But if you have this mindset where things are just going to randomly come to you and you're going to sing Kumbaya, and all of a sudden you're going to look in your bank account and have a $1 million, you're going to have a massive rude awakening to the fact that that's not how it works. But work on your limiting beliefs and breaking through them. And another key vital to that is surrounding yourself around people who make a lot of money. My dad was making, I remember he got a raise, I believe, and he was making $2,000 every 2 weeks. So he was making $4K every single month, which was $48,000 a year. I don't know if that was before or after taxes. If it was after taxes, that would be even worse. But point being, making $50,000 in 1 year is slavery money. Slavery money. You're never going to be able to enjoy the life you want. You're never going to be able to become a high caliber man off of $50K a year. Your absolute bare minimum achievement or striving towards achievement should be six figures a year. Bare minimum. Inflation is going to get worse. Money is going to continuously get devalued. So in all reality, we should begin to alter our perspective towards seven figures. Mine is 7 figures, 8 figures, and eventually 9 figures. But I'm working on getting my 7 figures first, and I'm just baby stepping the ways up. But bare minimum, you want to put your mind towards at least making 6 figures every single year, and know that it's possible. You might be thinking 6 figures a year. Holy shit, how can I do that? You see, that's the mindset that's limiting you from making that amount of money. You have to revolve yourself around those people who are continuously making that money so you can begin to break your mind. When I seen my first check, it was like, I had like 3 checks and it equated to like $65,000. That was the first time I'd ever made that amount of money. My mind was blown. That was insane. And at that point, my perspective on money had forever altered. So you have to continuously push through to receive these moments, and these moments are the moments that you will remember forever. And you begin to level up to these different echelons, but you have to continuously pay the way every single day. And a massive thing that really helped me was having coaches and having mentors, and being around people who were making a lot of money. I'm continuously revolving myself around people who make 6 figures, 7 figures, and eventually 8 figures and 9 figures. As you begin to make more money, your network and your environment and your friend group begins to level up. Okay, here's another reason why. Now we're on to number 4. So, hey, great segue. So the reason why you're broke, the fourth reason why you're broke is because you hang around broke people. So as the saying goes, you are the 5 people you hang around with. And it doesn't matter whether you come to me, whether you go to different people. The fact of it is, you truly are the 5 people you hang around. You begin to realize that Nikola Tesla was the one who said this, was that in order to understand the universe, you have to think in terms of frequency, energy and frequency, I believe is what he said. And what you begin to find out and learn is that everything is energy. So if I'm hanging around people of a low caliber, of a low energy, I therefore tend to become like that, which you are what you attract. So if you're hanging around shitty people, you're going to be attracting a shitty life, shitty activities, shitty thoughts, shitty conversations, right? So a big thing that you need to focus on is removing and eradicating the people from your life that are broke and who don't have any intent of growing, who don't have any intent of becoming successful as men, who only want to, be fat, who only want to go into the sports games on Fridays and Saturdays. All these men, typically, especially the ones that you have from high school, are going to be men who truly aren't striving for success. Now, there's exceptions to the rules. Obviously, there's going to be exceptions to the rules to almost everything. But point being is that you want to eradicate these people from your life. I remember that I used to really hold on to my old friend group from a long time ago, from my high school friends, some guys that I grew up with from a very young age. And I had to realize at one point that these guys are actually holding me back. And I still love them, and I still will help them out no matter what, and I'm still cool with them. But my point is I had to cut those relationships off and begin to revolve myself first by myself and build myself up as a man. Then I began to attract the right people in my life. And that's another key thing as well. You have to get rid of the old shit, of the old people who are holding you back so you can make room for the new people. But you are who you hang around with. So if you actually have true intentions of becoming a high caliber man, if you actually have true intentions of becoming a wealthy and rich man, you need to begin to revolve yourself at a bare minimum around people who are looking and striving genuinely on a consistent basis to become that themselves. But ideally, number 1, find a coach or a mentor who is already successful and rich. Or number 2, revolve yourself around others, not even necessarily a coach or a mentor, but other people who are of a higher caliber, other people who are successful. Go to networking events. I've always found the best thing for me was going towards coaching programs. That's how I found a lot of other successful people. Going to seminars, going to events. That's how I began to increase my network and increase my friend groups who are people of a higher echelon. And once you do that, it kind of becomes your norm. It's like a temperature, right? Like a thermostat. You need to raise your thermostat. You need to begin to raise the thermostat of the income of the people around you. So eradicate the people from your life who have no intentions of making money and who just have a negative mindset, because that will keep you in a negative state and will keep you broke. This is key here. Now, last one that we're going to get into, and we'll wrap the video, is that the 5th reason why you're broke is because you invest your time into low ROI activities. Now, what do I mean by ROI? I explained this earlier in the video, but ROI means return on investment. So one of the obviously the scarcest commodities all of us have as human beings is that we have a minimum amount of time. There's going to be a day that we die. We can't just recreate time. So our time is very, very valuable. And every single man has the same amount of 24 hours in every single day. What do you think is the difference? How do you think Elon Musk, how do you think these Jeff Bezos, how do you think other men, Alex Hormozy, Andy Frisella, how are these guys investing their time on a consistent basis? Are they investing their time into jerking off, beating their meat, eating junk food, having shitty thoughts, thinking about doing dumb shit? Or are they actually putting action towards and having clean thoughts and doing things that are building their empire on a consistent basis? So the reality of it is that this is all cause and effect. So if you're continuously doing things that are bad, things that are, bad investments of your time, like, for example, smoking, drinking, gossiping, partying, having a low income job, your results are going to be things of a low caliber, right? Rather than doing things that are very good for your future, like having healthy habits, going to the gym, eating the right foods, having clean thoughts, paying attention to my thoughts, educating myself, reading, going to coaching programs, and building your business, working on my business when I don't feel like it, being disciplined, right? These are all the characteristics that are required for success. These are all the characteristics that are required for becoming a high caliber man. And obviously, it's much easier said than done, but regardless of what you think, this is just the requirement of what it takes to become high caliber. So look at your life, analyze your life, and ask yourself, how am I investing my time? Reflect on your last week, right? Today's Friday. I was just on a walk right now, and my days are so similar. My days are so consistent towards progress. I've constructed and developed my days to where every single day we're moving forward. Every single day at a bare minimum, we're getting 1% better. That I forget about what day it is. As an entrepreneur, and you don't even have to necessarily be an entrepreneur, but as a high caliber man, you build these habits and you build a lifestyle where you're continuously crafting yourself and becoming the man you must become on a consistent basis. And what tends to happen is that you begin to lose like your awareness of what day it is. I'm not even aware that it was Friday. I totally forgot. I had to check my calendar. Like, what's the day? Oh shit! I can't believe it's Friday. I was walking on this walk and I smelled smoke and I seen this guy swigging a beer, a glass bottle of beer. Hopefully it wasn't Bud Light. But we're rocking a Target onesie. Just kidding. Anyways, he was swigging a beer, and I look over as I'm walking by, and these guys were in a circle, 3 guys. One was smoking a cigarette with his hat backwards, and another one was just chilling. And I was like, why are these guys outside? Like, what are these guys doing? And I realized, oh shit, it's Friday. I totally forgot. And the thing is that, once again, I've invested my time so much and I constructed a lifestyle where I forget what day it is. I don't party on Fridays. I don't party on Saturdays. I rarely go out to parties. My time is so focused on building myself and getting to the next fucking level that I have no time to be thinking about bullshit. I have no time to be thinking about forgetting about my life. That's what a fucking person in the rat race does. That's what a person who wants to be broke and is broke does. So don't be those people, because this is cause and effect. If you're continuously living your life in a way where you're smoking, drinking, and doing bad habits that are not progressive and actually detrimental to your life, you're going to reap a life with those results. But that's great. That's awesome, because we know that life is as simple as cause and effect. So we have to begin to invest our times and invest our actions into doing things that are beneficial to us, and therefore we begin to reap the benefits. Now, this takes time. And this is one thing that you have to eradicate. And I'll add a number 6, or we'll do a bonus one here. So for point number 6 of why you're broke, it's because you're trying to get rich quick. I don't care who you are. I don't care where you come from. It's there's small minimal exceptions to the rule, but typically these people who become very rich and wealthy overnight, genuinely overnight, people who win the lottery, end up being broke, in 1 to 2 years. There's actually a statistic that says that a majority of people who win the lottery end up being broke. And there's a reason why, because they didn't earn it. Their mindset, their mentality wasn't of the wealthy, so therefore they reaped the life of somebody who was poor, somebody who was broke, even when getting a lot of money. So you have to build yourself. The saying goes that it takes 10,000 hours to master something. And I've been on my entrepreneur journey, like legitimately, my business journey, my journey of becoming a high caliber man since I was 18. Really, it was way before that. But my first business was started at 18 years old. So it's been 6-7 years since I've done this. And I've continuously built myself and learned new characters, learned new habits, learned new lessons as I went through all my different ventures. As I went through and continuously risked and invested in and had experiences in different echelons that cultivated to me to be the man that I am today, who's able to make a bare minimum of 6 figures. Now we're working towards 7 figures. But know and understand that it's going to take time for you to build wealth. It's going to take time for you to become a high caliber man, for you to become wealthy, for you to become rich. And this is why working out, going to the gym is a very great thing, because it sets this habit. When you go to the gym and you work out, you do an arm day, you feel a little bit better, but you wake up the next day, you're not that much bigger. 1 week later, you're not that much bigger. 2 months later, 3 months later, you can begin to actually notice a little bit of a difference. 6 months, 1 year, 2 year, 5 years of being consistent. Oh, damn. Now we can notice a big difference. And this is exactly how it is when it comes down to you making money. So eradicate this idea. And I used to be like this. I remember being 19 and wanting just to get rich and, next week. But that's the mentality that's keeping you broke, because you're going to continuously chase money. You're going to continuously invest your time into things that aren't going to be worthy and actually reap long-term financial success. You're going to continuously run into these stumps, because there is no shortcut. That's the fact. There is no shortcut. You have to realize this. There is no shortcut to earning money. So remove this mentality that you can earn money quick, that you can earn money fast. But we'll end it there, guys. I appreciate everybody for watching. If there's any kind of questions that you have, be sure to leave it down in the comments below. Let me know. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter. Subscribe here on YouTube. I'm always open to conversating with people. I'm in the process of opening a coaching program. So if you do want to work on one-on-one with me on helping you become a high caliber man, do let me know. Send me a DM, and maybe we can work together, depending if it works out for the both of us, if you're somebody who is applicable to the program. But nonetheless, be sure to watch this video here. You will also enjoy it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.